I'm Arthur from Prestige Auto House, and today we'll be looking at a 1991 Lamborghini Diablo, one of the first ones which were produced. Now I'll be unveiling it under those beautiful covers. That is... So we have one of the original keys, which is a simple, nice, sleek key for the pocket. It's a manual, obviously. Press the button and the scissor doors open. Gotta be nicely fit to actually be flexible to sit in the car. The high dash, it's like you're straight on the road. You have to look straight, can't see the bonnet. So Lamborghini Diablo is a bit different from Countach. It's the successor of Countach. Countach was more boxy and more cubism type design, and this has got more curvature into it. And they've started production from mid to late 1990s and run for 10 years till 2001. And this is one of the first ones which had the high dash, and it's a 5.7 original V12 mid-engine and a two-wheel drive. The first editions, especially the 1990s high dash ones and the 5.7s, they had the pop-up headlights, and then I'll show you how they come up. So the ignition is, and that's the button. So once we just press that. So the first editions, the original ones, the interior was a high dash. So, and the exterior and interior were a little bit different comparing to the one which was produced after when Audi took over. The Lamborghinis, they were more curvy, more rounded up, and the dash was much lower. And this one also is the original without spoiler at the back, so it has non-spoiler. And this particular one that we're looking at, it's a very, very original kind, every single specification unaltered. So it's a quite purist Lamborghini Diablo, one of the first editions. The original Lamborghini Diablo, it's, the design was contracted to Marcello Gandini, and it's running a signature Lamborghini V12 engine on it. And it's the predecessor for a Lamborghini Murcielago and the successor to Lamborghini Countach. The engine bay opens up from a passenger side, left-hand side. There's this latch, so you just do that. And obviously it has a steel carbon cover. There's a 5.7 original V12 Lamborghini signature engine on it. Very original vehicle. Let's take it for a drive now, and we'll discuss the interior. The challenging bit is, it's not for everyone to be flexible to sit in. So you better get your muscle tone right and your flexes. So we got this way. Opa, now we're in. The first thing you notice when you drive this car is how much effort was put in to modernize the Countach and make the Diablo transition. You can see everything is hand-stitched, hand-assembled. You can still see some rough edges at certain places, and it's all done by hand. it makes you to appreciate more the amount of hours was put in to create this beauty. So the Diablo comes in two configurations with the two-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. This one being the most purest one is the original 5.7 two-wheel drive. Assuming that four-wheel drive will give you a better grip on the road, you have more purist driving when you're driving the original two-wheel drive 5.7 liter Diablo. So comparing to modern day Lamborghinis, the engine noise, acceleration and the whole drive is totally different feeling. The modern ones have got more grunt with the noise. This, it still gives you that classic V12 engine, and exhaust is not very loud. So if you want to feel like you're driving a purist car, a bit more connoisseur in the Lamborghini world, then this is a type of feeling which you'll get on the noise. So driving a supercar which is manual, considering all modern Lamborghinis now, they all come in electronic EGs and automatic transmissions, to the dual clutch, and still gives you a purist feeling when you have a supercar in a manual gear shift. I guess my first preference is always manual whenever I'm driving a supercar, but with modern day cars you don't have that option, considering on a Lamborghinis. As controversial it might sound, I could daily drive the Diablo, considering if I wasn't taking any passengers, or maybe one. Still gives you a nice, beautiful feeling of the era. Because when I was growing up, these Diablos were, you know, a post on my wall, and always dreamt of having one. It does definitely get attention when you drive. I guess people admire it because you don't see a Diablo every day on the road. Yeah, the power takeoff is actually, the response of the power takeoff is quite good. Kicks in and then sky's the limit with them. I guess at 340 k's an hour, if you're lucky enough to experience that. On the track only. Reliability wise, they're actually quite okay. I found that owning this Diablo for some years, after doing a major maintenance, full engine out, clutch, you know, shaft, everything else, it's quite good. You'll need to make sure you always start and warm them up. The engine, both engine lights needs to come off, and give it a drive. They need to be driven. If you don't drive those cars, that's when you're facing a lot of issues. You can have dry seals, belts, it might not like the contamination, fuel loses its quality, so if you have it, enjoy it. It handles bumps and spin bumps okay. It's a quite low car, and you just have to take your precaution, you know, at what speed, slow down, make the effort. It's not an effortless car, so you gotta make the effort. You and the car have to be one body. The race pack seats, it was giving the transition between the comfort and the race world both together, so they came up with this beautiful seating capacity where it's one piece, as you can see, and you have for air ventilation the perforation inside. You don't get much storage in it. You have a little bit of a compartment on the front of the car, and then you have your quick pocket here where you have some of your valuable or quick access items which you can put. Also in the back here behind the seat there is two mini storage compartments, so that's all you get. So we have Alpine sound system behind the seat, speakers, there's a couple on the door as well. You have your tweeters around the pillars, both sides. This car came up with a quite okay sound system for 1990s. So when you drive the Diablo, it does turn heads, and no matter where we drive it to, where we go, it just creates a whole crowd of people. and I guess it's nice for people to admire it and we to get to enjoy it. If you like the content, stay tuned, follow us. There'll be many more cars that we're going to show, these cars, take for drives, and just go through all the details. Wishing everyone a wonderful day. Have fun.